If there's any specific question you have about, how your license moves from residential to commercial, things like that, I don't really know all the details behind that. I can tell you if you move over to commercial, your fee structure is going to change quite a bit in terms of
Yeah,
your
I'm aware.
monthly fees. The tools that you have access to are also going to change. But if
Hmm.
there's two of you and one of you stays with realty, then you'll still have access to those tools, while the other
Yep.
one will have access to all the commercial tools. So
Yep. We would just leave my wife at regular EXP, and I would essentially up my split would now be a new split at 20K a year.
yeah,
But it's is what it is.
yeah, yeah.
But if I
So
can ask, yeah. So is it? I mean, you hold your license with EXP, and then do you affiliate yourself with another business brokerage firm, or no?
no, I run all my business transactions through EXP Commercial.
Okay.
So I have my own firm that I've had for years.
Okay.
I have a broker's license. So, but business transactions, I run all business transactions through EXP Commercial, and obviously any commercial transactions, which is not my focus, but there are occasions where the business owner owns a building and wants to sell that as well. So,
Yeah.
we'll do that. So it's not a bad thing having access to CoStar and the other commercial tools, when those situations arise and building is involved. But my focus has always been, on strictly on business sales.
Yep. And I'm kind of, I mean, he's a guy that I know from my kids' private school,
Mhm.
and he does really well in Dallas area. He's a small firm though, but he does really well. And he says he wants me to handle some lead overflow, and that, 50-50 split. And even if I bring in business, it'll be a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if that's good or bad. And I'm looking at this saying, okay, there's an established broker that's willing to kind of like bring me under his wing.
Yeah.
And is that going to be good, or in your experience, is there a better way to go? I don't know.
I mean, I think that it depends. So obviously, when you're doing through EXP Commercial, you have a cap. And so if you are a new business broker with EXP Commercial, you're going to, first of all, they'll have you, you'll have to have an addendum, a business broker addendum to your independent contractor agreement. They're going to make you join IBBA, which I believe if you join the Texas Association of Business Brokers tab, then you will get a free IBBA membership with that. So you're always best off to join your local association when they have that affiliation with IBBA. They'll have you take 3 courses, IBBA 104, 107, and 119, I believe. And 104 is legal aspects. 107 and 119, I think, are pretty introductory level to business brokerage. Um, and then they assign you to a mentor, and
Okay.
so your mentor is gonna work with you on your first 3 or first 6 transactions. I need to look at, they were talking
Hmm.
about updating the agreements. So if they've updated the agreement, if they haven't updated the agreement, which I need to check, then it's the first 3 transactions and you have a 50-50 split with your mentor. But after that, you are able to do your own transactions, and then you're only dealing with your 80-20 split with EXP Commercial with your cap. Once you hit your 20,000 cap, you're done, right? Then you get 100%. So if they have revised, if they've updated the mentor agreement, then it's 6 transactions and 25% split with your mentor, which is makes more sense and is actually easier for new business brokers because, um, I mean, let's face it, if you have a 50-50 split with your mentor and then you have an 80-20 split with EXP, you're, there's not a whole lot left. And business transactions take some time. It's not like they happen overnight. So your
Right.
average business transaction takes like 8 to 10 months. And that's average. You can do them faster. And they can take longer. I mean, sometimes you're going to work on something for 2 years. So, it's just depends on the businesses that you're taking on and how you package them, how much work you want to do up front versus on the back end and stuff like that.
Yep.
In terms of going with, there are a lot of business broker franchises out there, and most of them start off with like a 50-50 split. There's no cap. So
Yeah.
if you do a $6 million deal, you're 50-50 split. I mean, you that's a big chunk
Yeah.
of change you're giving to that brokerage firm. So a lot of, I mean, there's definitely some benefits to EXP Commercial and doing business transactions through them.
Yeah, he said I would be able to stay there and affiliate with him, but we'll see because those are good points. And I'll have to, I don't even know. I haven't seen his contract with me yet, so I have to really look through that and see. Okay, are there any kind of what is it called? When you can't do business in this,
Non-compete.
yeah, the non-competes and all that kind of stuff. So that
Yeah,
would be
well, the other thing you have to look at is I don't believe that EXP Commercial's independent contractor agreement will allow you to work for another business brokerage. If you want to
oh
do
well,
business
shoot.
brokerage, I believe you have to do that under EXP Commercial. Um,
Okay,
so, check the independent contractor agreement, but
thank
I
you.
don't
I'll go
believe
look
they
at
allow
that.
you to do what he's suggesting.
Okay, I'll
So.
shut up now and let everyone else talk.
No worries. The other thing you can do, Sean, is go into exp.world online and go to the commercial lobby and talk
Hmm.
to somebody in the commercial lobby, and you can ask them those questions. Like I said, I'm not with corporate,
Hmm.
so I can
Yep,
give you information that I think I know, but that doesn't mean it's accurate. Okay?
sounds good. Thank
All
you.
right. Sure. Sure. So, how are things going in Montana, Erica? Hmm, Maybe on a maybe busy. So what do we got going on out there in terms of business brokerage? Any topics you guys want to discuss in particular today?
I just joined the IBBA yesterday, finally. They were at some conference, so it took forever to get my code to sign up. But I'm all signed up. I still haven't signed my addendum yet, and I am shopping for a mentor. So I don't know. Yeah, so I guess interviewing, not.